welcome. Today we'll be doing a shoulder stand flow to help us get into our shoulder stand. So let's begin in a nice seated position. Go ahead and drop that tailbone down. Stack each vertebrae on top of each vertebrae. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, just relax the shoulders, maybe roll them down. And we'll do that twice more. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. And then exhaling, rolling the shoulders down. Last time, inhale, bring the shoulders up. And exhale, shoulders down. And then we'll just bring in with that right shoulder. Go ahead and just make little circles. I like to bring my hand into a fist. And just slowly move that shoulder around, listening to any percussion that may be happening in the journey. And then placing the hand on the shoulder, go ahead and switch directions, making nice circles with those elbows. So really clearing out anything that may be stuck here. So you're really using those breaths to help move that hand and elbow around. Last one, go ahead and shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So bring your left shoulder up towards the ear and then roll down. So just being mindful of the journey here. If there's any area that may need to pause, you can just take a deep breath into that space. All right, last one, big roll. And then exhale, let it go. And we'll do the other way, hand on the shoulder and making circles with that elbow. Try to keep the rest of the body still, grounded. Big breath here. Clearing it all out. Last one in. And exhale. Go ahead and let it out. Give it a nice shake. We're going to do both shoulders. Inhale, squeezing. And then exhaling, rolling around. So just doing this at your level and taking this class, just whatever feels good and right for you. So really pushing that heart forward, bringing the elbows back. 2 more, inhale. Last one. Nice. And then we'll just let the shoulders down and we'll go the other way. So squeezing the elbows and pulling them together. See if you can feel those muscles contracting as they squeeze together. The shoulder girdles. Last one. And then we'll just let the shoulders come down, give them a good shake. We'll just bring that right arm across. Go ahead and just hook underneath that right wrist, or you can kind of slide it maybe down from the elbow. Then pull that right shoulder down and just get a nice stretch here. Tune back into the breath. And then last one, we'll go ahead and open the arms up and bring that left arm across. Again, pull that left shoulder back and just kind of slide that hand so you get a nice stretch there. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, go ahead and release it. We'll just bring our hands down towards the mat. Let's lift that left arm up and over. And just reaching for that right side. Keep grounded through that left hip and open up that rib cage slightly. Inhale. Exhale, reach a little bit more. Maybe even coming down onto that elbow. And one last final breath here in. And we'll bring that left hand down. The right arm can just lift up and over and just move over to the other side. Inhale, straighten up just a little bit. Reach through that right fingertips and then just lengthen down. And just enjoy that nice stretch in the side body. See if you can kind of rotate it up towards the ceiling. Keep nice and grounded through that right hip. And then one more time, we will come up. Beautiful. Go ahead and stretch out those legs. Give them the ankles a nice circle. And just cross them in the other direction. Anchor down through that tailbone. Go ahead and interlace the fingers. Just push up towards the ceiling. Pull the shoulders down. And then just go ahead and turn the hands over and just bring the hands on top of the head. And we're just going to make some circles here in the upper body. Switching directions. Last one, all the way around. And then back to center. Go ahead and interlace those fingers, push up. And then we'll bring the hands beside us. Go ahead and we'll come onto our hands and knees. Spreading the fingers out nice and wide, coming into a tabletop position. Head in line with that tailbone, drop the belly down. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button nice and tight and arch the back up towards the ceiling, pushing into those hands, stretching out those shoulders. Draw the belly button tight. Inhale. And exhale. Just keep doing these as you feel that spine expand and contract. And last two here. One. Exhale. Come back into a nice neutral spine. We'll lift that right arm up towards the ceiling, and we're going to thread the needle. So thread that arm underneath, maybe widen the knees, and place the weight onto that right shoulder, using that left hand to twist and rotate you up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button tight towards the spine. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, see if you can just soften a little bit more. Let's just take one last breath here. Exhale, dump it out. And then we'll just drag that arm across the mat nice and slowly and lift it back up towards the sky. And then slowly lowering that right hand down, left hand lifts up. And then you're going to thread the needle so left hand comes underneath. Place the weight onto that left shoulder. Use that right hand to adjust you, pull back towards those heels, and just enjoy that nice stretch there in the shoulders. Tune into that breath. See what arises. Take what you need and just let it pass. What doesn't resonate at this moment. And squeeze that core. Really wring out those organs. And let's take one last final breath. Dump it out. And then you can just drag that left arm across the mat. Lift it back up towards the sky. And lower that hand down. Beautiful. And we'll just come into a child's pose. So drop those hips towards those feet and just walk that body down. Forehead comes onto the mat. Take a moment here checking in with the shoulders, the spine. And we can just walk the hands over towards the right side, getting a nice stretch in that left shoulder, that left armpit. Maybe just walking those fingers a little bit more. Walk the fingertips back and just slowly go over to the other side. Just enjoying the stretch in that right side. Really pushing into that right armpit space. Maybe just a little bit more. And then we'll walk the hands back to center and coming back into that tabletop position, bringing the knees back, tucking the toes. We'll lift the hips up, coming into a downward facing dog. Take a few moments here. Pick up the hands, pick up the feet. Shake out the head, yes and no. Paddle the feet, bend one knee, bend the other. Come up onto those tippy toes, lift up. And then exhale, roll down towards those heels. Lift the toes. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, roll down. Lift the toes. Last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll down. And we'll just walk the feet towards the hands. Hands can come towards the feet. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, drop all the way back down. Let the head completely shake. Bend the knees. You can rock side to side. Just give yourself a moment to just dangle, creating the space in the spine. You can grab each elbow maybe. And let's just take a big final breath, just dumping it out. Big exhale. Bending the knees, placing the chest onto the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands by your side. Squeeze the spine. Exhale, drop all the way back down. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Big, full breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release your hands by your side. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. And then the other way. And let's just widen our feet just a little bit. And then we'll just roll the shoulders back and interlace the fingers behind us. If we're having difficulty doing that, we can grab each elbow. We're going to fold forward. So inhale, lift the heart slightly. Exhale, bend the knees and just hinge yourself over. Take a moment here. Let yourself just fall. And then you can lift the arms up. Take a couple breaths here. Generously bend the knees. Shake out the head. And let's take one last breath here. And you're going to come out of it the same way you came in. So just nice and slowly. Big breath. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. And just let those hands loose. We'll just move ourselves from side to side. Coming back into center, that step to the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up. Give yourself a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Let the head go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back into a plank pose. Go ahead and drop down to the knees. Release the toes. Squeeze the core. Coming into a push-up position. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, keeping those elbows nice and glued towards your side. Go ahead and slowly lower yourself all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, hover the hands slightly off the mat, squeeze the elbow, squeeze the spine. Exhale, lower the head. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the shoulders, lift the elbows up. Exhale, lower. This next one, I want us to lift the feet as well. Inhale. And exhale, curl the spine up, hover the toes. And we're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Maybe you want to try to extend the arm. And then slowly lower all the way down, drop the head. Go ahead and bend the knees and just give them a nice shake. Spin the ankles a few times as well. Coming back on to that belly, bringing the hands by your side. Push yourself back through a tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips back into a downward facing dog. Big full breath here, fill the body up. Exhale, dump it out. Stepping that right foot forward between the hands. We'll drop the knee down, release the toe. Inhale, go ahead and press one hand onto that knee, the second hand, and then push yourself back. Release those hands by your side. Let them come up towards the ceiling. Crescent lunge. And we're going to reach our hands behind us, interlace those fingers, roll the shoulders back, and just open the heart here. And slowly releasing those hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot, tuck the toe, lift that left knee, step back into a plank, holding our plank for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the navel towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, last breath. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees, lower yourself down nice and slowly, keeping those elbows glued towards the mat. This time we'll bring our hands forward into Sphinx pose so the elbows are in line with those shoulders. Roll the shoulders back, push into those hands. Go ahead and look over that right shoulder towards that right toe, and then over to the left shoulder to look at that left toe. And bring it back. Take a moment here. Push yourself a little higher. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glute. And then slowly lower all the way down. Hands slide underneath those elbows. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Stepping that left foot forward between the hands, drop the knee down, release the toe. Stack one hand onto that knee and then the left. Push back, swoop those arms up. A lot going on here, staying focused, staying balanced. Reaching those hands behind us, interlacing the fingers, rolling the shoulders back, lift the heart, opening up that chest. One last breath, open that heart. Exhale, release those hands by your side. Let's take a deep breath here in. And the exhale is going to get us all the way to plank. Fill it up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Let's go ahead and come into a locust pose. So keep your hands where they are, hover them off the mat. Lift the toes, inhale, curl the spine, lift up. Exhale. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, coming up a little higher. Exhale, lower. And last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Tucking the toes, pressing into the hands, lifting the upper body up. Back into a downward facing dog. Walking the feet just a little bit closer. Pressing into that left hand, go ahead and grab hold of the inside of that left foot, twisting the body underneath that left elbow. And then we'll go ahead and bring that right hand back and do that left side, grabbing hold of the inside of that right calf, twisting the body. And one last breath here, inhale. Exhale, bring that back. Go ahead and walk the feet, drop down to the knees, and we're going to come onto our forearms. Keep those toes tucked because we're coming right back up into a dolphin pose. So dolphin pose is another variation of our downward facing dog, but a lot more weight is off of the wrists and into those forearms and shoulders. So we can play around here maybe by bringing those feet together. You can lift one leg up towards the sky, bend the knee, make some circles. Just play around, whatever feels right for you. And gently lower it down. We'll do the other side. So lift that left leg up, bend the knee and straighten it. Making some circles. And last one. And we'll just drop all the way down. Let's take a nice puppy pose. So keep those hips up and just walk those hands forward. You can drop the forehead to the ground. And then we'll just walk all the way down onto our knees and rolling the shoulders back a few times. Let's go ahead and open those arms up. And we're going to bring that right hand over and then that left hand around. So eagle arms, really stretching out the shoulders here. We can kind of inhale, lift up, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, come down. Last one, inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. And then just open those wings up. Look good. Wings. And then other hands, so left over right, twist those hands around wherever they touch. And roll the shoulders down, lift the elbows up. Nice stretch across those shoulder blades. And then again, you can lift them up, inhale. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And last one, inhale up. Ooh. Exhale, lower down, beautiful. And we'll release those. Let's go ahead and come all the way down to our bellies here. Do a nice stretch here. So shifting onto that left side, we're going to bring that right arm nice long, curl those hands down, press that right ear down, and you're going to use that left hand bent at a 90 degrees to twist your body and roll onto that right shoulder. And then you can use that left foot to kind of anchor you down. This is pretty intense. You can walk the hands up or down Gonna roll closer towards the fingertips or more towards that bent arm. And give yourself a few moments here. And let's do one more breath here. And then you can roll back onto that belly. And we'll do the same thing. So just slide yourself over towards that right mat. Left arm comes down and then just twist yourself up and over. And you can use that hand to up or down. You need a little bit more or less. Yeah, take one last breath here. And then we'll roll all the way back onto our bellies. Shift ourselves back into the center. And we'll just bring our arms out in front of us. And we're just going to bring that right arm underneath, left arm over, and just walk your hands out towards the side. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, kind of just gently lower down. And as you get deeper, you may feel like you can do maybe just a little bit more. And then we'll walk the fingertips back and switch hands. We bring that right over the left and just walk those hands down. And then just let yourself settle. And we'll just take one last breath here. And slowly walk ourselves back. And then we're just going to turn over onto our backs. And bend our knees. Bring our feet hips distance apart. Bring our arms nice and long side us. Pressing into the feet. Inhale, lift yourself up. Lift those hips, coming into a bridge pose. You can pause here, or if you want to, maybe walk those shoulders underneath, interlace those fingers. You can really use those forearms to lift those hips up towards the sky. And if you want to play around, add on can always maybe bring the feet a little bit closer and extend a leg up towards the sky. And then nice and slowly, if you have a leg extended, you can lift the opposite leg up. Just staying in your bridge pose. Last breath, maybe lift up a little higher. And exhale, go ahead and lower the hand. Release the hand, lower the leg. And just let yourself curl up. Go ahead and bring the knees in towards the chest. You can massage that spine onto the mat. Rock and roll yourself. So preparing ourselves to move into our shoulder stand. So taking a moment to maybe tuck that shirt under your pants. And we're just going to begin by our feet in towards the sky. Go ahead and point and flex those feet. Maybe circle them. And then we're just going to kind of move the legs backwards and forth. So you can kind of even like begin to use that core to help you. And this is just going to kind of give you a little bit of momentum. And so the next step would be to lift the hips up and then just walk through. Lowering the spine down and then letting those legs float down. Take a moment here, inhale. Exhale. And we will come into a fish pose. So fish pose is the counter pose for the shoulder stand. You're going to bring your arms nice and tight by your side. Press into those forearms. Inhale, lift up, and then bend that neck back so that the top of the head reaches down onto the mat. Roll the shoulders back and lift the heart up towards the ceiling. So really stretching out the heart in the opposite direction. Big noisy breaths in that throat. One last full breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. Go ahead and drop the head all the way down. If you have your block nearby, bend the knees. Press those feet down, flat down onto the mat. Lift those hips and place that block just underneath the back for supported shoulder stand. So this is a variation where that tailbone is resting on the block and you're supported. And this is nice because it does feel good also to extend the legs. But we'll just take this pose here as a chance to restore, to take effect of all the different motions that come off of our shoulder stands, the cooling, the heating. And let's just take one last breath here. And then you can just slide that block underneath, come all the way down towards that back. And we'll just bring the knees in towards the chest and open the arms out to a T, and we'll just twist the knees over towards the left side and just bring the head towards the right side, getting a nice twist. And we'll just bring the knees back through center, twist them over to the opposite side, turn the gaze over towards the left. I'm getting a nice twist in the opposite direction. And then we'll bring the knees back into center, extend the legs nice and long, coming into our final rest. Any poses, anything you need to do to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. We'll squeeze that right foot off of the mat, squeeze the toe, the ankle, the calf. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the left leg, hovering it just above the mat. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the glutes, hovering the glutes just above the mat. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the core, drawing the belly button towards the spine. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the hands into fists, hovering them just above the mat. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Squeezing the face towards the nose. Taking a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Allow yourself to sink into a state of final rest. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Reach the arms up above the head. Give yourself a big stretch. Give yourself a big hug and a big squeeze for carving out this time for yourself to show up for your body, mind, and spirit. Coming onto either side, gently pushing yourself into a seat. And we'll just close class with 3 big breaths together. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, let them release. Inhale, reach those arms up above the head. And exhale, seal together those hands down into that heart. Om Shanti Shanti, Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you for sharing practice. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this Shoulderstand Flow, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on your mat soon.